Hey there, welcome back to AI Code King. Today, DeepSeek V2 was launched. It's from the same people who made DeepSeek 1, and they're also responsible for one of the best coding models, DeepSeek Coder. But today, they've launched this new model. So, we'll be talking about it and testing it out. This is a 236 billion parameter model. It's a mixture-of-experts model. If you don't know what a mixture-of-experts is, let me explain it to you quickly. A simple model works like this. You enter a prompt, and that prompt gets sent directly to the LLM, and the LLM produces the output. This is a good way, but if the model is huge, like if a model has 100 billion parameters, it will be pretty slow even on high-end GPUs. To remedy this, researchers came up with a new way called a mixture-of-experts model. In this type of model, instead of using one big model, multiple smaller models with specific use cases are trained. For example, one can be trained specifically for coding, one can be trained for language writing, and so on. Then a routing network, or a small LLM, is added over these models, which is trained on the data about which types of questions should be routed to which model. Then, that model handles the traffic of prompts and gets it redirected to that model and spits out an output. Anyway, now that you've understood that, let me tell you more about it. DeepSeek V2 has 160 experts for specific tasks. It also has a 128K context window, unlike Llama-3, which only has an 8K context window, and it has been trained on 8.1 trillion tokens of data, which is really big. It's open source and available on Hugging Face. It only supports English and Chinese languages. Now, before we look at the performance, let's look at their API pricing, which is pretty necessary to know about each model. DeepSeek only costs about 28 cents per 1 million tokens, which is really amazing if you see it in comparison to GPT-4 and Llama-3. Although Llama-3 was already lower than GPT-4, this is just on another level. Okay, so the cost is good, but let's see the benchmarks to see if it can really perform on par with these models. In the MT bench, or English language benchmark, the model scores about 8.97, while GPT-4 scores 8.96, and GPT-4 Turbo scores 9.32, and GPT 3.5 scores 8.21. Claude-3 Opus is a little above DeepSeek as well, while the other Claude-3 family models are lower in the ranks. Llama 370B scores 8.95, and Mixtral 8x22b scores about 8.66. So, DeepSeek V2 is better than all of them except GPT-4 Turbo in this benchmark. Now, in the MMLU, or the knowledge benchmark, it scores 77.8, which is lower than GPT-4 and GPT-4 Turbo, and it is lower by a lot. It is also lower than Llama 370b and is on par with Mixtral. Next one is arithmetic, or GSM 8K, where it again catches up. It scores 92.2 in this benchmark, while GPT-4 is at 92 and GPT-4 Turbo is at 93. Llama-3 and Mixtral also lag behind by a lot. It can't beat Claude-3 Opus, but it comes near Claude-3 Sonnet and beats Haiku. Pretty cool. The next benchmark is reasoning, where it lags behind a little. It scores 79.7, and GPT-4 scores 83.1, and Llama-3 scores 80.1, while Mixtral scores 78.4. Claude-3 Opus and Sonnet also beat it in this benchmark. The next one is the coding, or human evil benchmark. Here it again shows great results by scoring 81.1, while GPT-4 scores 84.1, and GPT-4 Turbo scores 82.2. Mixtral and Llama lag behind by a lot, scoring 75 and 76.2, respectively. Claude-3 Opus also beats it in this section, while others lag behind. So overall, it's really great at benchmarks and is on par or better than GPT-4 and Claude in some benchmarks, which is pretty cool for an open source model. But now, let's try it out. It's not yet available on Llama, but should be available soon. We can try it out through their chat platform, or you can download the model from their Hugging Face page and use it locally. I'll be using their platform. To use it, go to their chat site and get yourself signed up. Then you'll see this site. I really like this interface, by the way. Looks amazing. Anyway, let's send a hi message here. Okay, it's pretty fast to be honest. Let's ask it to create a snake game now. Okay, it's done. Let me try to run it and check. Seems to be working. Pretty cool. I'm not an expert model tester, so I don't have tough questions for checking, but you guys can give it a try yourself and let me know your results in the comments. Also, if you liked this video, show your support by contributing any amount you're comfortable with through the super thanks option below. Also, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye.